Getting ourselves underway for the second match of TMProLeague Playoffs Season 2. We do have here, of course, Roa, Eger, Serbi and Speedy. And the maps will be starting on Cold Sweat by Santana. We will have Sin City then by MD Point, Kids in Love by Wally, Makes You Think by Thompson and Toxic by Bastamon. So, let's watch a warm-up. We will have Serbi showing us through the warm-up. Again, as I pointed out previously with this map, there can be a lot of mistakes on this map. There's a lot of tight sections and things like that. The match live, by the way, will update once there has been a round registered, so don't worry. Get some cheers for Raw in the chat. Who are you guys supporting? Who are you guys wanting to win? We get some M&M love in the chat for either of your two representatives? Or are they all hiding until Nevermind and Revolution come out? So here we go. So round number one, pardon me, will be underway. Oh, Eger getting a nice little landing there into the tunnel. And here we go. Round number one kicking us off. I thought my audio died there, but then everything just went silent. Anyway, round number one. So, we'll focus on Eger here, who was the lowest qualifying member out of this kind of group. I believe it was 14th he qualified in, just behind his compatriot Speedy from Hungary, of course. Let's see what we can do in round number one. We're already dropping back though. Oh, Eger going for a good inside line with a lot of speed. Overtakes Serbi and Speedy. Takes the lead here by 5/10 of a second. Goes for an outside line here. Speedy and Serbi doing it differently and not doing it nearly as well as Eger, who's on a great run here so far. Did see a Serbi getting claimed by one of those tight sections I was mentioning. Eger going for a tricky inside line there, but he does manage to pull it off, and he's pulling it off in style. So Speedy the closest to him with a 5/10 lead. So Eger, if he has any sort of HUD on, he should know that he can save the remaining sections. But Eger, he crashes at the end and he won't finish at all. Oh, Eger, he went from first 10 points to 0 in the space of one corner. Looks like perhaps the pressure got to him a little bit there. Speedy manages to take the 10 points there, and 6 points go to Roa. Neither Eger or Serbi finishing. Very unlucky there for Eger, but a big mistake there for him. So let's watch Speedy now. Current points leader. Goes only after one round. He is chasing down Serbi now. Good speed coming out here from all those players. Roa looking to fight back here. Speedy goes for the inside line here. Interesting. See, Serbi chooses not to do it again. So you can see here, he gets an initial lead over people, but then they manage to catch up through this section. But I believe Roa's made a big mistake as well as Serbi. So both those who went the outside way have since failed it, unfortunately for them. So Eger and Speedy, the two M&M boys, are in the lead at the moment. Very close matchup, it must be said here, but will Eger get through the finish? No problem this time. Speedy won't this time, so big mistake there from Speedy. So Eger getting first position, finally kind of recouping some lost points. Serbi getting second, and Roa getting third. So we have 2 rounds gone and no one's got more than 10 points. So kind of a bit of a fair play kind of going on here. Who knows? Let's watch Serbi now. Formerly off Team Expert. Let's see what he can do in round number 3 on Cold Sweat. That's a mistake early on by Speedy, so he will certainly not be claiming the lead. Oh, Serbi with a really good section going through there, but it doesn't take nearly as much speed as Eger though. So Serbi this time goes inside. Takes as much speed as he can through it, but will Eger get that gap back? He will. So Eger goes straight back into first place. Roa a bit behind though. Oh, Serbi tried to risk that a little bit, didn't leave himself enough of an angle, which now results in Eger being in first place. Where's Roa? Roa 0.3 behind. We have Eger up here in the lead. Roa going really close there, and Eger fails the end again. Does he at least get himself some points? He does. Only just though. Has to settle with third. So 20 points now for Roa, 14 for Eger, 13 for Speedy, and 12 for Serbi. So Roa, despite not getting the great times, is actually getting the points he needs. So let's see what he can do in the final round on Cold Sweat. I'll be seeing any respectable times from the players here. It's not terrible times, but we'd be expecting better from players of this level. Two guys from M&M already dropping. That's a big jump there. I think that was a jump bug there for Serbi. Does cost him a lot of time, and he does go down to fight with Eger for third position. But Eger looks like he's made another mistake. So Roa this time looking to get himself going on Cold Sweat. With a nice lead here over Speedy. Let's watch back from Speedy's perspective. Well, 13 points is Speedy, but he's still third position. Roa still in the lead though. All he needs to do is a nice safe and easy finish here, and he should have the round no problem. Both players get the jump easy. Nice time there by Roa, 104.8. Gets himself the 10 points needed, and a 105.1 by Speedy, being the only other person that really got through it unscathed. And that takes Roa up to 30 points, so already 11 points ahead. And then Speedy in second with 19, Eger on third 17, Serbi in last with 16. So not looking good already for Serbi. But now we go into, as I said, Sin City by MD point. So we'll have the M&M train here taking us through Sin City. Never mind, the train has stopped at its first station. It's broken down. Eger's still going. Yeah, we saw a lot of mistakes being made from the players as well on this map previously. You see a lot of kind of late changes in the positions in the last match as well. So we'll see what will be the case going forward into. Ooh, Eger showing us what exactly can go wrong in this sort of map. Serbi showing us a safe finish, and not such a safe way. Right, so here we go. Sin City round number 1. Let's watch Serbi this time, currently bottom in points with 16 at the moment. Let's see what sort of recovery he can mount on Sin City. An interesting argument was brought up, of course, the GA maps being played by a GA player such as Roa might be much more prepared going forward on this than some of the other players who are not going. So the proof seems to be in the pudding here. Roa is in the lead here at the moment. And we're watching Serbi, who's currently in third position here. However, Speedy is on the hunt. However, Serbi on a hunt of his own overtakes Eger, so leaving the M&M players to fight amongst themselves for the scraps of the round. Roa still with a commanding lead here though. Very strong performance in this round so far by Roa. 3/10 in the lead. Can't even afford to save the remainder of this round. Serbi though, it's going tight for him. He does get a kind of smooth landing here. Eger not going to give himself the best line. We kind of saw that coming from a mile away. Eger did not have the best angle, which resulted in him getting a no drift in the final corner. So you see Roa taking the 10 points, the good time, a 0.8 as well. And Serbi with a 105.2 taking second position. And Eger third, Speedy fourth. So 1 point separating second to fourth, and then 18 points between them and first. So let's watch Speedy this time, who is joint second with Serbi at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Roa this time with not such an obvious lead though. Speedy and Eger getting off to a better start here though, but Roa is now asserting his authority on this round. Speedy has a bad turn that gets overtaken by Serbi and Eger. Let me see here, Roa still in the lead here, but what can Speedy do from this position? He needs to risk it here, he's not really got much to lose, gets a lot of speed going through here. Awkward angle, Roa, big mistake there. Crashes on the outside, so the 10 points are up for grabs. Looks like Serbi's going to take it. Doesn't look like Eger can catch him. Speedy had a lot of speed going through there, but didn't manage to convert it into a better round points. A round amount of points, so to speak. So Serbi takes first place, Eger second, Speedy third, and Roa fourth. So Serbi already brought himself within 11 points of Roa. So now will we see a split coming out here? Well, we see Serbi getting himself back underway, but we'll watch Eger here, who is the closest to Serbi at the moment. So not the best starts here from Eger. Looking for perhaps more speed going through here. The only player that resorts to stay on the gravel, the dirt. Didn't have the best turn going through there either. Quite an important right-hander here. He's trying to take as much speed through it as possible while still keeping a good line. Very close to the inside there as Eger, but he's keeping himself in the fight here. Only 2/10 or so behind Serbi and Roa. Serbi and Roa having a very big fight here for first position. 4,000s between the two former players of Expert. Two former teammates. Enemies on the track. What can they do against each other? Serbi more speed exiting there, and he's got a better line going through here than Roa. Might have a smoother landing, but who's going to have the most speed going through here? Roa's risking it. He's going close to the edge though, but he does not get it. Serbi takes first place by 0.5 of a second. So great race there up at the top. We get a nice view of that there from Eger, who got a good time there but has to settle for third position. Speedy taking fourth, does slide a bit further down the points, but now the battle for first place between Roa and Serbi heats up. So let's watch Roa this time if we can find his hotkey. We cannot, so we have to resort to the match live. Let's see what the new E-Corp player has to show for us on Sin City. There we see here Speedy looking to take the fight to him. Roa still with quite a lead here. We can't really see much of where the other players are here, but we can see the pack's getting kind of thinned out a little bit here. Serbi is not here to battle with Roa anymore. Serbi is 0.2 behind, but Eger and Speedy are not too far behind at all. Let's go down to Speedy. He has made quite a mistake here and has fallen down. Serbi as well. So let's see if Eger can do anything against Roa up in the end. He had good speed there, but not enough of a good angle. And again, too much speed there, and again, not enough of a good angle. So Roa again secures it with another 104. So good form here being showed on Sin City by Roa. Hopefully can continue that into his further matches. And puts himself on 59 points, with only Eger and Serbi finishing in second and third respectively, with Speedy not getting any points, so he's now down on 29. So now we move on to Kids in Love by Wally. See quite a lot of mistakes here going on the previous match, but if it will be the same, we will see. We'll await the players warming up. Oh, wrong one. Lol. So, warm-up is pretty much over. We are just awaiting the players to finish the warm-up. We have 5 seconds left. And then we will get ourselves underway with the next round on Kids in Love. So, here we go. Round number 1. Let's see what players for M&M can do. We are seeing they're a bit far behind here at the moment. Hopefully we'll see some sort of recovery being made by the players, getting themselves in a better position for this going forward. You do see here Eger fighting for the lead with Speedy here. Window sounds. And let's see, so Eger, has a big crash going through there. Unlucky for Eger, and he will not take any points from this round. However, Speedy up in the lead here. Speedy looking good so far, but this can be quite a difficult ending we've seen. Roar dropping slightly back, but he gets more speed than Serbi as a result of his line. All going to come down to this ending though. He's going to have the most speed, a lot of speed there from Roar. Can he catch Speedy and overtake? He has to drop down a bit in speed due to going over there, but he does not take it. That was a massive amount of speed there from Roar, but he did not manage to take it. Almost very, very lucky there for Speedy, but he does get a much needed 10 points to bring himself off of the bottom of the scoreboard as a result of also a mistake by Eger. So, round number 2 here. And let's check out Roa this round. We'll keep on him, of course. He didn't manage to get the start as well, but he done very well later on in the round. So we'll see here what we can expect from the man himself. And he is in the lead here at the moment, 0.12 ahead. Check Eger in last position in points though, in second position in the round. Big mistakes being made already by Serbi and by by Speedy. So that at least Speedy, having gained so much in the last round, does stand to lose quite a bit of it already. Good last turn there by both players. Positions won't change in the final turn, but they managed to secure the rounds, no problem, with relatively decent time. So good job there by Roa, getting another 10 points on the board. And there we go for round number 2. Speedy and Serbi do eventually manage to finish, so they don't cost themselves that much of trouble. And here we go, so we're all getting ourselves underway. With round number 3, the penultimate round of this match. So we can see here we'll focus on Eger again. We've seen a lot of mistakes there from Eger, but we'll see what he'll manage to do here going forward. You can see he gets good bit of speed going through here, but he doesn't manage to catch up on anyone, which is his problem. Oh, tried to risk it going through them. We've seen mistakes from Serbi and Speedy going through the tight section. And Roa again in the lead here for the second time running, looking to extend his commanding lead on the match. Currently 22 points ahead, looking to extend that, especially as Serbi is now in last position. Looks like they'll almost have a uniform round, the same 1, 2, 3, 4 as the round previous. We'll have any drama at the end though. Speedy trying to catch up, but he doesn't get Eger in the end there. So nice try there by Speedy, but it was not enough. So Serbi is bringing himself closer and closer to the lower bracket here. So will we see some good times coming out from the players in the last round? Will we see some risk coming out on Kids in Love? Rodo dominating this match so far, 85 points from E-Corp's latest acquisition. So let's watch Speedy this time. Last position in points at the moment, 47 is his tally, 49 for Eger, 56 Serbi and 85 Roa. However, Speedy looking to change that. Roa still in the lead though. He's setting a pace that the others just are unable to match here at the moment, but let's see if the players manage to gain anything. Eger managing to overtake Speedy there. Very risky match, it must, very risky turn, that must be said. But Serbi looking to extend his advantage over the M&M boys, and Roa looking to extend his advantage over everyone. Will come down to this last corner though as to who wins out in a battle between Eger and Speedy. Speedy going for more speed. Eger gets a better line though, but has to drop down unfortunately. So again another first by Roa. Great time there, a .714. Serbi getting 6 points for second, Speedy 4 points for third, and Eger 3 points for last. So a bit of a change in positions there. Well, sorry, a close to change in positions there, with 52 points on Eger, 51 on Speedy, so they're bringing themselves closer and closer. Roa, however, 95 points, can secure finalist mode on the Thompson map, but Serbi far too far behind to make much of a difference to Thompson at the moment, only on 62 points. Well, the players showing us what they can do on Makes You Think, and then we will go live into round number 1. Here we go, showing us exactly how the map is done with good times here by Roa and Speedy. GLHF's been written. Oh, well, not by me. GLHF. There we go. And round number 1. Let's watch Roa this time, and let's have him show us what he can do on the map by the man Thompson. Already off to a strong start. Oh, Serbi made a mistake there, went too close to the inside, and Roa going too close to the inside in the very next corner. So all players that are left are the M&M guys, but the only one left without making a mistake is Eger at the moment, but seems to be a battle up at the back here. So while Eger's off in a world on his own, let's watch and see who manages to get the best out of the battle for the rest. Inside pull from all players there, but a bad one there from Serbi. He does kiss the pole. Makes you think if he really done the corner the right way, must be said. But Roa doesn't look like he's close enough to really be getting Speedy here, but if he full risks it, you never know. Doesn't have that much to gain though, so there's not much worth in it, but certainly Speedy failing it a bit changes that, but Roa's not going to have enough speed. Did Eger just fail the finish again? Oh, Eger. Very, very big mistake there. It's another first place Eger's thrown away. And he will kiss goodbye to those 10 points there. So Eger stays on the bottom on 52 points, whereas Speedy leapfrogs him up to 61. Oh, Eger going too wide there. Eger maybe going into tilt land here. He's trying to catch up there, but had to release slightly. So let's go to Speedy, who's chasing down Roa, who is consequently chasing down Serbi. So good times here being driven so far by Serbi and Roa. Serbi does not make the mistake going through the poles this time, but Speedy's kind of getting left for dust here by the two players up at the top. Of course, 4th and 5th they placed in the league, and you can clearly see why with the kind of pace they're hitting here. Very strong round coming out from them. Let's see how they do the ending without issue perhaps. Oh, good ending there by Roa. Serbi fails it though. Serbi goes too low and misses out. So Serbi will not get it. Oh, he just gets point just in time there by 0.3 of a second. And a timeout is called by Eger. Don't know why I'm saying no problem, but I'm just making sure he's aware that there is no problem with him taking a timeout. So, first timeout of the match has been called by Eger. Of course, very justified timeout. You've seen that he's had he's kind of tilting a little bit here. You can see that he's using this to refocus, get himself back in the game, get himself in the zone. Of course, so he can start running these regular quick times that we know he's capable of course. Countdown to stadium, exactly. So, once this remaining 1 minute has been changed here, finished here, we will be going straight back underway. But a nice momentum break for which Eger's been able to use here. Of course, Roa and Serbi were starting to get into the swing of things, and like I said, a good opportunity for him to refocus here. Again, just to recap, Roa with a very, very strong lead here of 111 points, with Serbi on 69, Speedy on 67, and Eger on 56. So, all Roa needs with the remaining 2 rounds, as you can see here, round number 3, we will be going on to once this is done. If he wins this one and then wins the next one, he will have won the match already, with the closest player then being only 12 points. That's like, I'm struggling to count here on short notice. That's 81 points would be the closest Serbi would be able to beat him. So hope you guys are all enjoying the match so far. And any issues, anything I can fix, please let me know. Here we go, round number 3. Finally starting off once again. Let's see if Eger's ready. Let's watch Eger and see what this timeout effect has had on him. He's at the back at the moment, but he's still off to a decent start. Serbi now in the lead though. Oh, Eger dropping a bit further behind though. Sure, this is certainly not what he'd like to be seeing after calling a timeout, but he does overtake his teammate. Goes quite wide there, he just gets a tiny bit of airtime, does manage to keep... Oh, Roa goes flying there. So Roa is out of the round. Roa will not be securing the win in this match for sure, and he will get 0 points for this. So if any opportunity Serbi had to get back into the fight for first place, it is now. So he'll need the first place here. Speedy trying to catch up, but it looks like he's going to be a bit too far behind. Maybe Serbi will just save the finish here. And he does. Eger, oh, he's giving me the fear there. Eger still look like he's feeling the pressure here. He's 19 points behind Serbi at the moment, who is his target if he wants to stay in the upper bracket. Let's watch Roa this time. Let's see how he does on his next attempt to get finalist. See, Roa quite consistent and good at these starts. However, everyone seems to have made a mistake apart from Speedy. You can see here Eger already 0.3 behind, and Serbi is pretty much all out at sea. 3 seconds behind the Serbi, and Roa on storming time here. Perhaps even going for a 103 is Roa. Which will be a great time, of course. Inside pole. I believe the players have now found out it is faster, as Roa is certainly showing us that that is the case. Closest opponent still being Speedy, but Speedy is not getting any closer to Roa at the moment. Again on a great time as Roa. Let's see how he finishes it off. Nice ending by Roa. As long as he does that safe, he should be fine. And there we go, a 104.155 being done by Roa. Second place by Speedy, 6 points. Fourth place by Serbi. So this time it's Eger not finishing. So bad news for Eger, but good news is he doesn't need to play this map anymore, at least in this match, as we will be going on to the map by Bastamon. This will be Toxic. So we'll wait watching the players get a bit of warm up on this. As we see here, Roa is already in finalist mode, closest to him being Serbi on 83 points, so that means Roa are roughly 4 rounds in hand. 4 finalist attempts. Speedy also in 79, so not too far behind Serbi at all, so that battle's certainly going to start coming to a head sooner rather than later. And then Eger down on 60, not too far enough behind that he can do anything, but not close enough to have a direct effect just yet. But it's not over yet. Let's see what they can do. It can be quite a tricky finish to this map. We've seen Spam being one of the particular players that did kind of have quite a lot of trouble in the ending of this. So we'll get some support for Proa in the chat. Are we going to see Proa today? Are we going to see Throa? Which one? So here we go. Let's see what they can do on Toxic by Bastamon. Round number 1 here. Let's see who gets off to the best start, or whose experience of this map is going to be Toxic. Roa certainly looking to set the standard and set the pace for this map, and it looks as if he's got the best opportunity he's going to get to secure his first position here. Already 0.3 ahead is Roa, and he's only 30 seconds into the round. Let's catch up with him here and watch him as he attempts to, in fact watch from Eger's perspective here as he attempts to hunt down Roa, but Roa is just getting further and further away. Is this going to be the battle for first place over already? Looks like it. Eger's trying to get closer, but there's only so much one man can do. Is Roa on such a great run? Will he get the finish? No problem, he will, and Roa secures the match for 105.474. Great time there by Roa, and a fantastic performance, blowing away his opponents there, with the closest opponent being only on 87 points there. But now the battle heats up for position 2. You see here Serbi on 87 points, Speedy on 82 points, and Eger on 66 points. So the battle is not yet done. Serbi now looking to assert his dominance. We've not really seen much of it so far, we must be honest, but he's certainly an extremely capable player. Let's see if we will see all of that potential coming to the fore here, or will we see Serbi crack once again? And it looks as if Eger's going to be putting him under the pressure here. There's a little bit of speed going over that kind of long blue part, does Eger. See a tight right-hander. Serbi getting a bit more of an advantage here. Eger getting more speed going through that corner though. We've got a long right-hander coming up. It will pretty much decide the round. Eger, good speed and good line, taking himself through there. And a great ending there by Eger, as long as he gets this finish, no problem, which he will. 105.6 there by Eger. Where's Serbi? Oh, Serbi does eventually get himself through, but he does sacrifice the second position. Speedy did eventually get him and actually catches up on Serbi now. So now everyone's getting closer. 15 points between first place and, well, sorry, second place and last place. So let's watch Serbi again this time. Serbi had a bit of a trouble going through that left-hand turn there. Didn't crash, but gave himself a bit of an awkward line here. But you can see he's already getting, he's already recovering and overtaking Speedy. Showing the kind of class, the kind of performance that Serbi can really put in. Speedy, almost at this point, can only sit and watch. 0.2 behind Serbi here at the moment. Will he manage to get any closer? Oh, Speedy going for the kind of risky lines going through here. Only 1.5 tenths there coming by for Serbi. Getting really close to Speedy now. It's all going to come down to the last corner. Serbi goes more inside. Speedy goes for more speed. And it's going to go to Serbi. 10 points from the Danish man. 6 points for Speedy. 4 points for Eger. So Serbi within 2 rounds now potentially of finalist mode. On 101 points. But he is on the final round of Toxic. Let's see what he can do here. So, we'll watch from Eger's perspective. Eger is still 21 points behind Serbi, so he's kind of keeping himself at an even distance from him. However, Speedy has extended the gap over Eger. Eger in the lead though. He's not happy about Speedy going away from him. Not happy about Serbi trying to win this match. Eger wants to take this all home from himself, and he's on the way to do that. But he does have Serbi to contend with. And he's not far away either. 0.1 between Eger and Serbi here at the moment. Eger needs a good ending here. We've seen a lot of trouble from Eger in the past with messing up first places. Let's hope he'll manage to do it here, no problem. Oh, coming down to the final corner, he has enough breathing room here over Roa. Will he get through? No problem, he does. 105.4 by Eger, so good job there by him. Serbi taking second and Speedy getting third. So that now brings Serbi up to 107, Speedy on 98 and Eger on 90. So Speedy will ideally want to be keeping at least within 10 points of Serbi, which will mean that he'll limit as much of the rounds in hand Serbi will have as possible. As I said, giving himself as much of a chance of keeping himself in the upper bracket slots. Again, you need to get the top 2 in points to get upper bracket. So Roa's already through to the upper bracket. He will play tomorrow at 3. And it's just a question now if he'll join him. Will it be Serbi? Will it be Speedy? Will it be Eger? That is the question. It will be answered by Cold Sweat. Or if the last time we were on this map was anything to go by, it might not be answered at all if the players don't manage to get as much points. I'll have Serbi take us through the warm-up on this. Serbi was one of the notable players that had quite a lot of trouble going through this map last time. Although in saying that, so did Roa, and then Roa ended up winning with ease. So not much can really be said about this. All that we know is that the players tend to have quite a bit of trouble on it. And Serbi showing us why. So, potentially the final map. Who knows? We'll be starting off round number 1 regardless. Will be Cold Sweat by Santana, and all we have left is Serbi, Eger and Speedy. So we'll watch the Austrian of Molotovs and Marshmallows first of all. Let's see here, kind of uniform start by all players, all relatively close together. Speedy dropping back slightly though. We've seen Eger doing this section very well. As I say that, Caster Cuss strikes him like the hammer of doom, and he does drop quite far back. So now Speedy and Serbi in the fight for first place. Speedy needs to recover here. He needs to start pulling in some ground on Serbi. He's 2.5 tenths behind. And it's extended even further here by Serbi. But we've seen a lot of mistakes here. And as I say, that mistake is made by Speedy. So will Serbi get through the ending? No problem. That is a question. If anyone's watching, they should know that he can afford to save, of course. Does have a nice gap between him and the other player. And he does get it for 104.8. With Speedy rounding off second and Eger rounding off the pack in third position. So Serbi within one round of finalist. All he needs to do is finish and he will have the finalist status. Speedy, though, he will need first or second so that he can then stay within one round of finalist, because if he only gets to 4 points, he'll only be on 108, which means it will take him a minimum of 2 rounds. So here we go into round number 2. So Eger looking to get himself higher up on the scoreboard here. And of course, even third and fourth places are worth fighting for. We'll get them better seeds, better draws into the lower bracket if they do end up going there. But we see here Serbi's already been claimed by Cold Sweat. Eger still in first though, but Speedy's chasing him down. More speed from Speedy. Living up to his name here. Hunting down Eger. He's getting closer and closer here. Much more speed through there than Eger. Eger a slightly more inside line. Who's going to get it though? Coming through to the ending. Eger flies off. Where is Eger? Serbi gets second and Eger had to retire. Another big mistake by Eger. Another crucial points. Another bit of crucial points lost from the man himself. And he stays on 94 points. But Serbi is on his first finalist attempt, so let's watch him. If Speedy wins, he will be on a finalist as well. Let's watch. It's going to be a battle between Serbi and Speedy on the track as well as in the points. Serbi going for a little kind of jump. A little kind of faster jump there. And he does get much more ground certainly than Speedy. Speedy's already half a second behind, so we might be calling GG already. Eger's retired. Serbi all he needs to do is get through the remaining track unscathed. Let's watch him to make sure this happened. And a good time is Serbi, but times are not what he needs. He needs to get through the ending without crashing. Nice and safe, and looks like that will be it. So Serbi takes second place with a 104.5. Great job there by Serbi, despite kind of Roa dominating this match, it must be said. So fantastic performance there by Roa. Second place was claimed at least by Serbi. Speedy did manage to get himself up to third, but Eger he didn't manage to get himself onto a finalist round, which he could have raced, and Eger himself only landed himself on 94 points. So that is match number 3, I believe, done with, or match number 4. That was match number 4, pardon me, done with. So Roa, pardon me, will go into, where will he go? He will go into match number 6, along with second from match number 3, which was Danik B. So we've got Roa and Danik B in match number 6, which will be played tomorrow. And we have Spam and Serbi in match number 5 later on, in 1 hour from now roughly, at 6 PM for you guys, pardon me. We will have Paco, Massa, Cap and Aurel, so tune in later for them. We're going to stick a host over to someone else for the moment, guys, but again, to confirm, Roa first, Serbi second, Speedy third and Eger fourth.